No, stop, look, it's Battlefield gameplay. Look, it's Battlefield gameplay. Look, I'm not a fanboy, it's Battlefield gameplay. I have lost all credibility because apparently liking a video game is enough to remove all credibility when speaking of other video games. If I was to use that kind of logic, it would look something like this. Wow, you think Modern Warfare 2 was the god of shooters? Are you kidding me? That is one of the most broken games in the world. You know what? I don't even have time for you, okay? You've lost all credibility if you're that blinded by nostalgia. What, you don't like Call of Duty Ghosts? You don't see the parallels and the similarities to Modern Warfare 2? You don't see how Ghosts and Modern Warfare 2 are basically the same game with different UI and heads-up display? Really, you don't see that. You think Battlefield 1 is the best shooter this year? Have you even played Battlefield 4? Or even Hardline for that matter? Have you played 3? Is this your first Battlefield? You know what? You've lost all credibility because you like Battlefield 1. In case you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I made a video called Battlefield 1 Sucks. Super original title, but original does not mean good. That's one of my highest viewed videos in the last 28 days. But in that video, I talked about all the problems I had with Battlefield 1, and most people agreed with me. Actually, that video has way more likes than dislikes, and most people are saying stuff like, yeah, I hate Battlefield 1, I want my money back, it's the worst game I've ever played, it's clunky, it's garbage, it's boring, I stopped playing after 20 minutes. Hey, by the way, guys, if you stop playing Battlefield 1 after 20 minutes, you probably, need to keep playing, see if you do like it, don't just listen to me and other people. Okay, play it for like a couple hours, rank up at least 10 times before judging it. That's what I did. I ranked up like almost 37 times, I believe. In the video, I basically made the point that Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered and the $100 thing with the Season Pass and all that, and all of the free weapons they're giving out, and the way they're dealing with supply drops, is actually one of the most fleshed out things I've ever seen. It seems more perfected than Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3. It feels like it's actually trying to cater to the hardcore Call of Duty fans that bought into this year's game. And I still believe that. They keep adding free guns. They take supply drop only guns and put them into the salvage thing. Modern Warfare Remastered gives out more depot credits now. They're trying to cater, they're trying to make the games interesting, they're trying to provide content for the dedicated player base. I'm not saying they've made perfect decisions, but they have, in my mind, made better decisions towards their fan base than EA and DICE did for theirs. I think Battlefield 1 is a huge step backwards. I feel like Infinite Warfare polishes the ideas that Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3 had. What if we had specialists that took a little bit more skill, were customizable, maybe that they weren't characters and that could just insta-kill you with certain buttons? What if the supply drops, were a little bit more giving and we had daily rewards, and so players could get variants that they wanted so they wouldn't go the whole life cycle of the game without ever getting a variant? They can actually work towards the ones that they want. What if we had 3D movement, but maps that were a little bit longer, a little bit bigger, with some actual power positions, and sniper rifles that are actually usable? Because who wants a game with only small to mid-range engagements that has sniper rifles that don't have aim assist on console? That's great. What a great idea. Because the moment PC players got their hands on Black Ops 3, they were like, wow, this game's the dream to snipe in. Yeah, lucky you. Thanks, Treyarch, for making me relearn sniping for one title. Thanks. Anyway, this is my opinion, okay? Infinite Warfare fleshed out ideas. So, in the video I did about Battlefield 1, I talked about Infinite Warfare for about 5 or 6 minutes, talking about how it was doing things right. Okay, Battlefield 1 is anorexic. It lacks content, it lacks depth, it lacks that skill gap that we all crave. It has that wrong kind of skill gap, in my opinion. Battlefield 1 has that skill gap that's like, okay, everything's just unintuitive. Everything's just gonna be really weird to use and not that practical or viable. So you're just gonna have to learn how quirky our game is. It's like, instead of handing somebody a tool belt full of stuff that works properly and then telling them to build a house, handing them like a bunch of tools that are half working, half they're broken, they feel weird, they're uncomfortable, they're hard to use, and then telling somebody to make a picture frame. And if you're gonna argue with me, look at Rainbow Six Siege. It is simple, but deep. How did it manage that? How did it manage simple gameplay that's actually deep and has a fulfilling meta that really rewards you for learning it? That would be Rainbow Six Siege, that would be Overwatch. In fact, that would also be Battlefield 4. It's intuitive and simple in terms of how you play it, but then it comes down to how you yourself play, you know, the moves you make, the tactics you decide to use, you know, that kind of stuff, you know, just crazy. I'm just crazier. I'm just a COD fanboy at this point. I even think COD is a game that, yes, is easy to learn and it's pretty intuitive and it's pretty rewarding. It doesn't take a lot of thought, but mastering it, doing consistently well, chaining kills together, getting long streaks, pinning people in their spawn, is only easy to a select few, and that select few believes that that game is just too easy for them. Congratulations, that's called mastering a game that's used the same intuitive design for the last 6 years. Congratulations, it's not rocket science. Ugh, I'm getting off topic. I sound like a fucking uncredible, non-credible source that just plays Call of Duty. I hated Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3. I cannot scream this enough. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I hate going back to them. I hate how they feel. I hate how Black Ops 3 feels like you're playing through mud. I hate how Advanced Warfare feels like it's constantly on fucking acid. And I hated that Ghosts was so simplistic in the sense that, like, oh, this is fun. Oh, this is basically Modern Warfare 2. I can use the same tactics in both games. It is not that special. The last game, okay, to really try something kind of novel was Black Ops 2, in my opinion. That actually worked. Really worked. And I feel like every game since Ghosts has tried to be like Black Ops 2 meets Titanfall. And it just hasn't hit the mark. And I feel like Infinite Warfare gets the closest to the mark, but what do I know? I'm just a fucking COD fanboy that can't talk about a game he doesn't like because he likes a different game. Alright, you motherfuckers want to know something? Call of Duty is a Twitch arena shooter that's played by millions of people every year. How is it that if I enjoy one of their new titles that maybe isn't very popular, that means I can't have an opinion about a different franchise that I've played for years? This is what fucking triggers me, this gating of the community. Oh, this guy doesn't like Battlefield 1. Oh, but he likes this one game that I don't like. Unsubscribe, dislike, nasty comment. Fuck this guy. He likes this space shooter. How can he dislike this World War I shooter? I love Battlefield. It pisses me off that I don't like Battlefield 1. It is a thorn in my side. It makes me sad if I think about it. I love Battlefield. I don't want to dislike a Battlefield. I don't want to dislike a Call of Duty. I don't want to dislike a Halo. But then you have Halo 5, Black Ops 3, Advanced Warfare, and Battlefield 1, which are all games that I think are total shit. And if I saw a dying kid in a hospital playing Advanced Warfare, I would unplug that shit. And I'd say, son, you need to have a better game in your final days. Shit's fucking terrible. And then he'd say something like, oh, but I like that game. Uncredible, fake news, fuck you, kid. Play your shitty game, you little hospital kid. Fuck you, I'm out, I'm leaving. You can play your shitty game. I don't want to play your shitty game. Bye, see you later. I don't like it, see ya. So here's your logic flaw. People are so focused on the stigma that Call of Duty is terrible that they have gotten to the point where these two things are somehow making sense in their brain. He likes Infinite Warfare. That means he's not credible when complaining about Battlefield. Right. Of course. There are things that I have grown to expect from a Battlefield game. Battlefield 1 delivers maybe under half of them. So to be honest, this video is a big fuck you, you dumb cunts. I'm so sick of this. Okay, what if I don't like the next Battlefield and like the next Call of Duty? What does that mean? It means nothing. It depends on whether I'm enjoying the game or not. Here's some variables. Maybe you could actually think critically for once in your lives. Okay, how about this? I liked Battlefront when I first played it. Okay, now I don't, because it's boring as shit, and there's nothing to learn, and there's nothing to earn, and there's nothing to do, and there's nothing I want to do in it. It's boring. Life has variables. I hated Hardline to a great extent when I first heard of it, and when I saw gameplay of it, and when I finally bought it, I was enjoying the hell out of it. Okay? That's how humans work. That's how their brains work. Okay? We like things and we don't like things. We change our opinions. We like this game, not this game. If you watch some of my earlier Battlefield 1 videos when Battlefield 1 was launching, you see some excitement in me. You see some giddiness in me. You can watch it slowly drain as I kept trying to play it. From bugs to server issues on the West Coast. I mean, honestly, people were telling me that it was just my internet. Yeah, my internet doesn't make games spike up to 1000 ping for 5 seconds every 2 minutes. Oh yeah, it was just me. The fact that they did 5 server maintenances in the course of a week and a half had, that was nothing. They were just fixing a problem that didn't exist that only COD fanboys made up. Fuck you! I wanted to love Battlefield 1 like I want to love every Battlefield game. But this whole, oh, your opinion doesn't matter because you play COD shit, it needs to stop. It needs to go away. Because then you get these other people that are like, oh, okay, you can be a fan of Battlefield, but then you're not good enough at Battlefield because, so that means you can't have an opinion on it. Oh, your KD isn't a 6? Well, fuck you. You can't like Battlefield. You're just a COD faggot that thinks he likes Battlefield. This gating of communities, this bullshit dividing people, I don't get it. I don't get it. So I can like Battlefield more than COD, but if I'm not good at Battlefield, I still can't have an opinion. I can like COD and Battlefield, but that means I can't have an opinion on Battlefield. But when Level Cap only really plays Battlefield and competitive shooters, talks about how Infinite Warfare might not be what fans are looking for, you all listen to him? Oh, you like Battlefield? You're not credible to talk about Call of Duty, bitch. That's how it works, apparently. You get these YouTubers that only ever play tactical competitive games. They only play stuff that takes the highest skill, and they only play the most competitive games. And yet they are going, oh, I think Battlefield 1's gonna be great. Oh, that Infinite Warfare, it doesn't stand a chance. I would know because I haven't played COD since Modern Warfare 2. Really? How about the fact that Level Cap said that Call of Duty, back during Advanced Warfare, he said that this is what the franchise needed to be a up-to-date arena shooter that isn't boring as shit. That's what he said about Advanced Warfare. His complaints were that it's a bad PC port. And then he's, oh, I don't think it's what the fans are looking for. Fuck you, Level Cap. You're a Battlefield player. You can't have opinions. The stigma exists, all right, for the reason that most stigmas exist. 100 companies can do the same exact thing, but if one of them succeeds while doing it, then they're the devil. Ubisoft, EA, they can do terrible things to their customers. They can do totally anti-consumer based things. They can just microtransaction you to death. They can sell you anorexic video games and then ask you to buy their DLC. Oh, but Call of Duty's, you know, they're selling the $15 DLC for the add-on to Infinite Warfare with the Modern Warfare Remastered. Yeah, $15 DLC for a $20 add-on. Sound the alarm! These stigmas exist because people go after the thing that succeeded. For instance, Kanye West, oh, he's super arrogant, he acts like he's a god. Name a fucking rapper that doesn't act like he's God's gift to mankind, that isn't overly confident, full of himself. Kanye West is just the one that was big at the time, so he's too arrogant. Amy Schumer, oh yeah, her comedy special sucks. She's such a fat whale. What a horrible, unfunny cunt, right? Okay, have you watched most stand-up comedy? It's garbage. It's mostly people just saying dirty shit. Just dirty stories. So my pussy did this, so my dick did this, fucking and I fucked and the other day I fucked and it was stinky and I fucking, oh my god, and then my wife said this stupid thing and I was like, bitch, and it's all what the whole thing is. Ask yourself why stigmas exist. Oh, McDonald's, all the documentaries are made on McDonald's, right? McDonald's is poisoning America. McDonald's is a liberal conspiracy to make everybody fat and lazy, right? Okay, but yet they don't do anything other than what the other fast food restaurants do. Some do it better, some do it worse. Some restaurants have better quality beef, but worse quality potatoes. It's just fucking fast food. It's just frozen, reheated shit. Now, some fast food is fresher, but it doesn't mean it's fucking good for you. It's still sodium, it's still MSG, it's still just calories, it's empty fucking calories. Oh, I don't eat McDonald's, but I'll take an In-N-Out burger. Is it because of the flavor? No, McDonald's is bad for you. Fuck you, so is In-N-Out burger. You think this greasy piece of shit's better than that greasy piece of shit? They're both greasy pieces of shit. So in conclusion, I like Infinite Warfare. I don't like Battlefield 1. Those two things have no connection to each other. I recently been having a lot of fun playing 4 and Hardline again, and yeah, I think I'm actually going to replay the Battlefield 3 campaign just because it's hilariously bad. But really, I am a huge Battlefield fan, and I'm happy to enjoy a Call of Duty for once. I'm happy to. So yeah, I'm allowed to have an opinion on Battlefield 1, even if I like another franchise's less popular entry into their series. Those two things don't connect. So yeah, sometimes, you know, and by the way, I do want a modern day boots on ground Call of Duty. I am getting tired of advanced movement Call of Duty. I am. I seriously am. I'm not a faggot. I don't think that it makes the game better. I'm getting a little tired of it too. I just don't mind this one. It's not cancer to me. It doesn't do anything horribly bad. It's just the COD formula that I like. It doesn't try to fuck it up. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys sat through the whole thing. My 15-minute super angry rants with dramatic thumbnails get a lot of views. So if you stayed to this point, go ahead and go in the comments, give me a big AO, and then I'll know that you watched the whole thing. So give me a big AO in the comments, and yeah, if you didn't like this video, go fuck yourself.